Here's Season 2, Episode 4. And it's asking us to find the area that's enclosed by this formula and this formula. So y equals x take away 10 squared and y equals 33 take x. Now, bit of a challenge there because we don't even know where those two lines intersect. So our first task is to find where the lines intersect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a function combining those two. One formula subtract the other. Once you do that, you can set the function to be equal to 0, and that'll give the solutions for where it intercepts. So to show that in detail, here we go. I'm going to do the first formula, take away the second formula. Now it's going to make my life easier if I expand all this out. So x take away 10 squared is x take 10, x take 10. Take away everything here will become take away 33 plus x, because it's a negative and a negative. It's the same as pretending that there's a 1 there and you're expanding it. Right? Expanding all this out, you do the claw, you'll end up with x squared take 20x plus 100. And we still have our take 33 plus x on here. Collect like terms. I have a negative 20x plus an x. So that becomes a negative 19x. And I have a plus 100 take 33, which will leave me with a plus 67. Now, we can find out lines will intersect where our combined function, fx, is equal to 0. So we set 0 equals x squared take 19x plus 67. I'm not so sure that's going to solve nicely there. So I'm thinking a is equal to 1. So this is, what is this? It is of course a quadratic. So let's use a quadratic formula and see what we get. A is 1. B is negative 19, C is 67. Remember the quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus b squared take 4ac all over 2a. Right, so negative b will be a positive 19. Negative 19 squared, 361. That's negative 19 times negative 19. Take 4 times 1 times 67 all over 2 times 1. So I'm wondering now, what is 4 times 67? I'll cheat and do it that way. So that's 19 plus or minus root 361 take 268 all over 2. 361 take 268 is 93, so it's 19 plus or minus root 93 over 2. So either x equals 19 plus root 93 over 2, or x equals 19 subtract root 93 over 2. So we put that in our calculator. 19 plus root 93 over 2 gives us approximately 14.3218. Or on this side, change that to subtraction, gives us approximately 4.6782. So guess what? That's where our two original lines back up here are going to intersect. We needed that, of course, so we know the range to integrate. So now we can integrate. Our combined function was back up here. We can integrate that function in the range that we have determined. So we're integrating between 4.6782 and 14.3218 of the function x squared take 19x plus 67 dot dx. Right, so integrate, increase the power by 1, divide by the new power, increase the power by 1, divide by the new power, increase the power by 1. And again with our really unusual range this time. Alright, so now we do as we normally do a definite integral. We're going to substitute that value in and then take away what we get if we substitute the second value. So it's going to be messy. 14.3218 to the power of 3 over 3, take 19. 14.3218 to the power of 2 over 2 plus 67 times 14.3218. And we're going to take away what we get if we do that. 4.6782 to the power of 3 over 3, take 19 times 4.6782 to the power of 2 over 2 plus 67 times 4.6782. Now that's big and messy, but it's what we're going to have to run with. So now we try and put that in our calculator. Big brackets, 14.3218 to the power of 3 over 3, take 19 times 14.3218 to the power of 2 all over 2 plus 67 times 14.3218. So that's that big bracket. Now we want to take away everything in the second part. Starting again, 4.6782 to the power of 3 all over 3. Take away 19 and 19's times 4.6782 squared over 2 plus 67 times 4.6782. Close it all off. It gave me negative 149.4766. Now, given that area has to be positive, we say the area between the two is 149.48 units squared. There we go.